Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about COVID-19, the real problem. Now, I've been thinking for a while on this topic, and there's certain things that I can say, and there's certain things that I cannot say because they'll take the video down. So I'm going to talk about things that I can talk about. And I was looking at this and something just kind of popped out, and I want to share it with you. Let's take a look. If we look at this problem, this complexity, it's very difficult to make sense out of it unless you start differentiating things and putting pieces of the data in different categories. Healthy people from unhealthy people. And I'm defining unhealthy people as those people who have pre-existing health problems. They have metabolic syndrome, cancer, and metabolic syndrome would be like high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, visceral fat. Insulin resistance. So what I did is I put the infection fatality rates underneath each category. And that calculation is based on the number of people who got infected and actually died. Now, what I also did was I added in additional data from Santa Clara. There was a study out of Santa Clara, California, which revealed that there were way more people that were infected. Okay, so they did an antibody test. So they didn't necessarily test for the infection, they tested for the antibodies, which means that they were infected at one time, they recovered, and now they have antibodies to the virus. Now, initially, certain organizations gave us these projections that said that COVID-19 was 10 times worse than the flu. But if we look at all the data factually and include the antibody test, we get an entirely different picture. In fact, the danger of this virus is much, much less severe by a magnitude of 50 to 85 times less dangerous. So let's just take a look at something over here. In the group that's healthy, okay, and let's just take people that are in an age group of 0 to 17. Now, this is data from people that are getting infected, okay, not the general population. So if you're healthy, you're between the ages of 0 to 17, your survival rate is 99.9995%. So that's very close to 100%. And let's say you're 45 to 64 years old, your survival rate is 99.9029%. The actual chances of you dying are 0.0971%. Now, if we take a look at the unhealthy group over here, and I'm talking about those who have a weak immune system, okay? And you're 0 to 17 years old, you have a 99.9988% chance of surviving with a mortality rate of 0.0012. And if we go all the way up to 75 years old or greater, and you have pre-existing health problems, you have a 98.9697% of staying alive. And your mortality rate is 1.0303. This is the worst case scenario right here. What is the real problem? Is it the virus, or is it a weak immune system / metabolic syndrome? Really, this metabolic syndrome and pre-existing health problems are behind a weakened immune system. And what you have to realize, if there was no metabolic syndrome, these would be the calculations over here. You would not have a major problem. The great majority of the population would be exposed to this pathogen, develop antibodies, and be immune. So here's the big problem. We're lumping in both categories together. We're treating both groups the same with lockdown, quarantine, etc., at the expense of complete destruction of our economy. The great majority of people out there fall in this category, not this category. What if we fix the metabolic syndrome? What would happen to the virus? Well, the virus really only attacks people that have a weakened immune system, that have problems with the metabolic diseases. Yet that is the strength of the virus, yet we're not doing anything to get rid of the true cause of a weakened immune system, let alone do anything for the immune system directly. Our entire focus is on the virus simply because we're not able to differentiate the two different categories. In the US alone, 65% of the population has insulin resistance. Diabetes, obesity is just skyrocketing. So in summary, I just wanted to make this point. The real problem is over here, right here. It's not the virus. Fixing the virus will not fix the pre-existing health problems. So the next time the virus comes along, we have the same exact problem over and over and over again. Please comment down below if you agree with this, if you disagree with this, and tell me what you think is the real problem.
Hey, we're back.
With another amazing recipe.
No grains, no sugar, totally keto. There's no suffering in keto.
Absolutely not, Karen.
And it's an immune system builder.
Absolutely. You have to check this
I
out.
think you should hurry up, watch the recipe, and make it yourself. It's just so easy to be keto.
But is it simple?
It's super simple. We hope you enjoy making it as much as we are enjoying eating it.